doing this recap a little later than usual. Of course, it was still Raw. Um, Sorry, I'm trying to pull myself getting ready to get ready for work. But so start off with the night per se. Of course, the main troll of the hour, Gunther. Um, of course, if you saw last week's matchup with between AJ and Gunther, you seen how the match ended. I don't know if you agree or not. Gunther played smart, and and now when they finally meet back in the ring again, this is the biggest thing of them all, which, storyline written and everything. But we're going to have AJ versus Gunther at the Royal Rumble with AJ Styles' career being on the line. Um, I'm hoping, and personally, that this is not the last run for AJ Styles. For as phenomenal as his career has been within WWE for the 9 years that he has been in there, I say yes, 9 years, because there's 9 years of dominance that he has performed and put on for that crowd. That AJ Styles, worldwide phenomenal, and honestly, a legend completely in his own right. So I am hoping that my guy AJ Styles pulls through. And then there was Maxine Dupree. She was going to get back her. She was facing against Becky Lynch to regain her Intercontinental Championship. Um, so for everybody that seen Maxine's training videos, montages with Natalia, you would have thought the nostalgia was there, that their partnership and everything. You see a lot of breakups going through WWE, depending on how the circumstances are. And I guess this is a way to get Natalia back into the limelight. And since I think years at this point, since she has any relevancy on camera. So it's maybe a good time doing this per se, but a lot of the women wrestlers, honestly, they play well as sometimes heels per se. Becky has been one of them. Charlotte has always been one of them, and literally, sometimes depending on who, then they character is built right. Because I think I haven't seen Natalia be a hit since being champion on SmackDown about a few years ago when they first did the um, doing the brand split per se. But yeah, and we're gonna probably end up getting Maxine Dupree, and this is a good way to build her up per se against former legends, against former competitors. And I guess Natalia is a great one to put her up against in order to build Maxine up, even though if you have already then had her take the Intercontinental Championship off Becky Lynch, then I feel like that was a really good way of doing that. But, the longevity way of doing this now, I'm guessing it's just long written storytelling. So you have that. And then also tonight's segment had featured, of course, the women's tag team champions, Io Sky, Rhea Ripley. They kind of had a small segment with the women from Judgment Day, and you kind of imagine how that turned out uh, with the all superstars in the ring, especially with the history between Liv Morgan and Rhea. which made that really more interesting. And then Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez, they absolutely had jumped, per se, Rhea Ripley and Io Sky, letting them know that their women's tag team championship match is going to be nothing but good. They just want to let them know it's just all business. And this is going to be a good match, especially for the Judgment Day women, per se, because Stephanie Valkyrie, depending on whenever she comes back, her and Ra- her and Raquel Rodriguez will go at it for the women's championship. So there could be a potential where in 2026 all of the Judgment Day women are holding gold, depending on how the storyline is written. We still got the Kabuki Warriors still within the mix, and you also still have. Um, And you also still have Lash Legend Nia Jax, also still a feature with Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss with the former champions. Like I said about prior a few weeks ago, and there's going to be leading up, and of course there's the build up because there is going to be a matchup at Saturday night's main event for a lot of spectacles. Again, not sure. We're still sticking to the 5 PLE match style. And then we also had Rey Mysterio with Rey Phoenix and Penta going up against the Vision within, because unfortunately Braun Breaker is suspended. Um, we also seen Adam Pearce getting involved in this matchup too because of his interaction between him and Paul Heyman, which just makes it pretty interesting. Logan Paul, Austin Theory, and Bronson Reed, they all had a match against Rey Phoenix, Rey Mysterio, and Penta. The match ended in a, if you want to call it spectacular fashion, but you can see it in a controversial way. So you can tell where Paul Heyman and Adam Pearce had got into it, and Adam had took some brass knuckles away from Paul Heyman and Logan Paul, which then gave Rey Mysterio the edge to knock out Austin Theory, which then ended up hitting a Canadian destroyer. Penta hitting a Canadian destroyer, giving them the win, and giving them, I guess, a little bit of momentum going into it because and then also too, there's now the declaration declaring that majority of people are in the Royal Rumble. So um, Raquel Rodriguez, Io Sky, Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan, Roxanne Perez, and are all in the Women's Royal Rumble. So we have, you know, if it is not a star-studded, then this could definitely be a highly potential with all the women that are either champions or close to being champion, or even on that championship scale. This makes it really interesting for them because it makes the reset mode hit in order going into the WrestleMania season. So it's pretty interesting going forward and seeing where the women's title matchups will then be held and appear. Again, I think, if I'm not mistaken, they're going to face uh, they're going to face at the Saturday Night Main Event, and I believe the last match on the card was Finn Balor versus CM Punk for the World Heavyweight Championship. CM Punk retained the title. I'm a little odd way about it. I do feel that he will go on ahead and end up going on ahead to uh at some point Finn might turn face. I don't know how might end up appearing, or it could end up being a bigger heel push. It could be very several different ways per se. Again, if ranking this Raw, I would probably give it a solid maybe 3 out of 5. So overall was good. Good storyline, good matchups. Leading into it again, um, couldn't really get into it. There was a lot going on for this past week. Um, Again, so hopefully, like I said, we're gonna get going into the Royal Rumble. There'll be more leading to it. Again, I am going to try to have watch party for the like I said, for the Saturday night main event. So hopefully I'll go ahead and I'll post in the community, letting everybody know that will be done. But again, I appreciate everybody that coming out to the lives, and make sure y'all hit the like and subscribe button on the way. And I really do appreciate everybody doing the content. And then please make sure y'all hit. And then again, please make sure you like and subscribe. We'll be in tune with y'all next time. So, you guys take it easy.